guys? We're back with another video. It's been a while, but we're gonna be starting posting every other day. So because we weren't posting as much as we used to, we just stopped, and then we just posted a video. Go check that one out if you haven't already seen it, and just hit the bell, subscribe, leave a comment down below too. Okay, so in today's video, we will be talking about all 30 teams and the 3 best players from their starting lineup and their overall team. Let's get started with the Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks. They made it to the number 1 in the Eastern Conference this year. And I personally, this is my option or choice. This is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know if I got his name right. And then Malcolm Brogdon. People say it's Eric Bledsoe, but I mean, I don't think he is more consistent as Malcolm Brogdon. And then Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton he's had an amazing season. He went to the All-Star game. He's got like 40 points in one game. I'm pretty sure that was his career high. And then let's move on to the Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors have won the championship, obviously. And I'm sad because I'm a Warrior fan. But please don't hate. But Toronto Raptors, it's obviously Kawhi. I mean, there's no telling. He's been to the All-Star game. He put his 6 threes in that game, and he's the Finals MVP. Won the championship, and he's got I think it's his 2nd or 3rd ring. But then the second best player on the team, I'm gonna go with let's see, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry has had he's went downhill in the start of the season, but in the beginning he was playing good. He was playing some consistent away. He was so good away. And then our 3rd best player is Pascal Siakam. He is the most improved player, as you guys already know, most likely. He was, as a kid, he was always looked at like he was not really anything. But then whenever he was getting older, in his teenage years, he started coaches started seeing something in him, and then he got drafted. And then let's move to the 76ers. 76ers have Joel Embiid, and they have Jimmy Butler and Ben Simmons. And then Boston Celtics, they have obviously they have Uncle Drew, and they got aka Kyrie, and then they got Jason Tatum, and then I don't know why I just forgot it. I just zoned out. But then there's Jaylen Brown, and then Al Horford, and then the Pacers. The Pacers are Victor Oladipo. They obviously broke his leg, which if you're a Pacers fan, that's really sad. I mean, that's your best player. Bojan Bogdanovic, he's the 2nd best player. 3rd best player is, I'm gonna have to go with Miles Turner. Let's move on to the Brooklyn Nets. They finally made it to the playoffs after a while, and obviously it's D'Angelo Russell. I'm gonna go with Jared Allen as the 2nd best player. I mean, he can block shots, really good. And then let's move on to. Wait, no, I still got my 3rd. I'm gonna go with Joe Harris. I mean, he's the best percentage on 3 points this season. And then let's move on to the Orlando Magic. They have made it into the playoffs. I'm surprised about that because I didn't expect them to make the playoffs, honestly. I'm going to be real. The Orlando Magic, they got, obviously, Nikola Vucevic. And then they got, I'm going to go Terrence Ross. And then DJ Augustine. Jonathan Isaac, Mo Bamba, they're not the best players on the team. I mean, they're probably in the top 5. The Detroit Pistons, they made it to the playoffs. They got Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, and Reggie Jackson. And then let's move on to Charlotte Hornets. They got, they did not make it to the playoffs. Barely missed the playoffs. And they got Kemba. Really, Kemba is the Hornets. Like, you gotta be real. Like, he is the Hornets. And Jeremy Lamb and Frank Kaminsky. Let's move on to Miami Heat. They got Josh Richardson, Kelly Olynyk, and Dwayne Wade. Washington Wizards. John Wall got injured, but that's one of them. Bradley Beal, and let's go with, I'm going to go with Jeff Green. Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young. And John Collins. Alex Len is actually playing good this season. Honestly, he's underrated. I mean, he's not too underrated, but he's been hitting threes at the end of the season. And then Chicago Bulls, they have Lauri Markkanen, Zach LaVine, and Robin Lopez. Cleveland Cavaliers. I personally do not like the Cleveland Cavaliers because I'm a Warrior. I mean, Warriors do not like Cavs, obviously. They had one of the worst records this season. They went 19-63, and they had Colin Sexton, Kevin Love. I'm gonna go Larry Nance. The Knicks have Dennis Smith. They have Mario Hezonja. He's blocked like a lot of people. He blocked LeBron for the game winner. He's been shooting amazing. He's been getting triple doubles. I'm gonna go with. This is hard. I mean, Knicks really don't have that much players. I mean, RJ Barrett. And yeah, that's it, I'm pretty sure. Let me comment down below if I missed one on this. Senior Knicks. And now let's move on to the Western Conference. We have the Warriors. They have KD, Steph, and Klay. The Denver Nuggets. They have Nikola Jokic, Paul Millsap, and Jamal Murray. Portland Trailblazers. They played amazing. They have CJ McCollum, Evan Turner. Not Evan Turner, I'm sorry. That just popped in my head for some reason. Because I was thinking about the trade. But there was CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, and Yusuf Nurkic. And then the Houston Rockets. They have, obviously, James Harden. They have Chris Paul, and Chris Paul and who else am I thinking of? I think Eric Gordon. I'm gonna have to go with him. The Utah Jazz. It's obviously Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, and I'm gonna go Ricky Rubio. Honestly, I mean he's not played that amazing. OKC. They got Paul George, MVP candidate this season, and also an All-Star. And then they have Steven Adams. And with Steven Adams, he's played okay. I mean, he's not played the best that he's ever played in his career, but still okay. Good center. The San Antonio Spurs. The best three. I'm gonna say this: DeMar DeRozan and Marcus Aldridge, obviously. I'm gonna go with Derek White. LA Clippers, Los Angeles Clippers. They have Danilo Gallinari. I'm gonna go with Landry Shamet. I mean, you guys might not like him. I mean, I don't know. And Lou Williams. Or actually, I'm gonna switch out Landry Shamet with Montrezl Harrell. And then Sacramento Kings. They have Buddy Hield, which played amazing. I think he's gonna personally have an amazing season next season. And then De'Aaron Fox. I'm gonna go with Willie Cauley-Stein. Los Angeles Lakers. Oh boy. Triple B. I mean, he left. I mean, he's on the Pelicans. I think that's a bad trade. I mean, Anthony Davis, he's obviously one of them. LeBron, if I'm gonna be like real, I mean, like it's the Lakers. And then I'm gonna go. I mean, I can't really think of one, honestly. JaVale McGee? I don't know. You guys must be like thinking of one, I'm sorry. But that's what I'm thinking. That's the only one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a center. Minnesota Timberwolves. Cat, Karl-Anthony Towns, Jeff Teague, and Josh Jacoby. Memphis Grizzlies. We're down to our last four, okay? Memphis Grizzlies. They have Mike Conley left to the Jazz, obviously, as you guys may have known. I think it might be Jay Crowder. I mean, I haven't seen him play yet, but that might be what he is going to be on. And you guys might like hate on this kind of, but I think Grayson Allen might be a good player on that team. Because Grayson Allen got traded too. I mean, his career high was 40. I mean, that's a lot. And my third player, Jonas Valanciunas, whatever you pronounce his name. And then the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion. I don't know if Julius Randle is going to stay or leave. He's a free agent. And I think he's going to stay. I mean, people are saying he's leaving, but I think he's going to stay. So I think it's Julius Randle, Zion, and Drew Holiday. And then I'm thinking that Aiden Clark might be a starter too. I don't know. But the Dallas Mavericks, down to our last two. They got Luka Doncic, obviously, Rookie of the Year. Porzingis. You guys might hate on this, but I think it's Jalen Brunson. I mean, he's underrated. And then the Phoenix Suns, our last one, they have one of the worst records, not the worst like last season. They got Devin Booker, which he was amazing. Then they have DeAndre Ayton, and then they have last but not least, I think it is Kelly Oubre. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like. I would really appreciate it. That would really help. And subscribe it, because we're trying to reach at least 1,000. And then just keep on grinding. And then if you guys turn the bell on, we will personally not subscribe. We will go to one of your channels. If you say that you've are a Noti Gang, then you could say that you're a Noti Gang, and then you will drop a like on one of your videos and you will subscribe. Without further ado,